Let's just take a quick moment to ensure that you understand generally how a project moves through the process of initiation all the way through to completion. The development process for a utility-scale solar power plant can vary depending on a number of factors, such as the size and complexity of the project, local regulations and permitting requirements, but typically includes the stages shown here in this infographic. We start with planning and site acquisition. This involves identifying potential sites for the solar power plant and conducting a feasibility analysis to determine whether the site is suitable for the project in terms of factors such as solar resources, land use, and environmental impact. Once land is secured and the general outline of the project is known from an investment and return standpoint, discussions begin with the local utility or off-taker to ensure that the local grid can handle the electricity that we're proposing to add to it. At the same time, the process of obtaining an interconnection agreement begins. Soon after, power purchase agreement negotiations kick off. And, as you'll remember from previous lessons, this is where the details of the project revenue get nailed down. Around this time, an EPC is generally engaged to give at least indicative pricing for the design and construction of the job. With this info, plus the PPA and IA in hand, the project can obtain financing, as the general cost models are complete and the developer has a pretty good understanding of the costs and revenues of the project. Then, it'll be on to deeper negotiations with the EPC, and the EPC will be working hard to move the design forward, begin the permitting process, and procure the long lead items like transformers, inverters, and solar PV modules. As we'll learn in future lessons, the design process will then complete, permits will be finalized, and only then, after 3 to 4 years of work, do we actually reach the construction phase of the job. The installation process can take anywhere from 2 months to 2 years, depending on the size and complexity of the project, and includes all site preparation, installation of the solar panels, inverters, transformers and electrical equipment, and construction of interconnection facilities. Once construction is complete, the commissioning and testing phase kicks off, where the plant is checked to ensure that it's operating safely and efficiently. And then, finally, the O&M team takes over the site and looks after it for the term of the project, which can be up to 35 years in some circumstances.